everybody, welcome to Grilling with Sylv Mac, and today I am going to make some potatoes, but not just any old potatoes. I'm actually going to do some potatoes and not in duck fat, which I normally do. I'm doing it in beef tallow, which is beef fat. So let's take a look and see what we got going on right here. Come on over here, honey. So I got my cast iron skillet in there. I already put the beef tallow in there. I'm gonna season the potatoes with, I've got some onions in here, and then I also have some Fresno peppers. But that's gonna go in later because I don't want it to cook too much. So the skillet is screaming hot. Woo! Can you hear that sizzle? I say, can you hear that sizzle?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, where's my thing? All right, so we've got it over a nice high heat. What I actually ended up doing too is I peeled, these are red potatoes. I peeled them, let them soak in a little bit of water with some smoked salt. But I'm gonna season them, not rinse them off. And I smoked my own salt and pepper. So I'm gonna go in and season that a little bit. And you like to season your stuff high like this, because when you season it up high, it evenly distributes the salt and the pepper when it goes down. If you get it too close, then you're gonna get lumps. Just a little something. I'm also gonna put a little garlic powder in there. And this is some wild oregano that my daughter-in-law, Krissa, brought back from Greece that they grow on the mountainside. So I'm gonna put like maybe, so this is, ooh, honey, don't you love the way that smells?
Yes.
I'll put a little bit of that in there. Make some Greek potatoes, so to speak. And what I'll do later, after they brown up a little bit, then I will put the peppers and also the onions in there. So as of right now, let's just kind of give it a little bit of a stir. Make sure that the seasoning is all kind of distributed through there. I'm gonna close that up and we'll come back and check on it maybe in about another, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes or so. And then that's when I'm gonna go on and add these beautiful onions and the Fresno peppers. The Fresno peppers they look like the jalapeno peppers, but they're red, and they have a different, like a little spice to them that I just absolutely love. So let me do one thing before we break. Y'all know I gotta have my glass of wine. So I'll see you back here in about 20 minutes. Okay, so it's been not really 20 minutes. I would say more, what would you say, 10 minutes, babe? Yeah,
yes.
Maybe 10 minutes. So let's take a look. Ooh, they're looking pretty good. Getting nice and crispy. Now, I'm cooking right now on my char griller instead of my Traeger grill. And this one is a charcoal grill. So I wanted to just, do this one a little differently. So now it's time to go on and put the potatoes and stuff in. The onions and the peppers. The reason why you didn't want to do that earlier, I forgot to turn on my little light, there you go, was because the onions would cook faster and you don't want the onions to burn, right? So this is going to give it all of that nice smoky flavor. That beef tallow is going to give it another extra little flavor. And ooh, wait a minute, I still got a few peppers left in there. And I'm going to hit it with a little bit more garlic powder because I love garlic. Now, ordinarily, I would put fresh garlic in there, but fresh garlic tends to burn after about a minute of cooking. And once garlic burns, it becomes bitter. So you don't really want to use that. So that's why I wanted to use some garlic powder instead. So you just want to stir it around a little bit, like so. This is going to be fantastic, let me tell you. Now, let me show you something, because this is the beef tallow that I was talking about. So it's beef fat, essentially. And I saw this on the shelf, and alongside with the duck fat and the ghee butter. And this has a high smoking point, and it just gives it a wonderful, wonderful flavor. So I thought I would try it with that instead of the duck fat that I normally do. Now, I'm gonna go on and close this back up. And I'm trying to keep this at about maybe 400 degrees. It sort of crept up on me and went a little bit higher, but you don't want the potatoes to cook too fast because then they'll be nice and crispy on the outside, but then hard on the inside. And you don't want that. You want them nice and soft on the inside and crispy on the outside. So you want to kind of make sure that you control your heat. I'm going to go in and sort of close that down a little bit so that I can keep it at about 400 degrees, and then they should be ready. Then after that, what do you think I should cook next, hon? Do you think the flank steak or the pork chops?
Pork chops.
He says pork chops. I got to do what my husband says because he is my king and I love him to death. Mwah. Love you, baby. All right, where's my wine? Whew. Clutch the pearls. Oh, follow me then, honey. It's over here. All right. As an homage to my mother, Stove Mac #1, you always got to cook with a glass of white wine, right? All right, we'll be back in a couple of minutes so I can take off the potatoes and tell you how they taste. Okay, the potatoes are ready. I put them in our little container here. And I also like to finish off food sometimes with a nice finishing salt. So this is some smoked, this is so good too, smoked bourbon salt, sea salt. So I like to sprinkle a little bit on there. Put a few on the plate. My husband is not much of a potato person, are you? All right, so now let's go in for the taste. You can see the onions, and let's get some of that Fresno pepper. I need a moment alone. The smokiness is crispy. The onions. Oh my goodness. You wanna try a bit, honey?
No, thank you.
I'm gonna make you try some.
Very good.
For this and the rest of my recipes, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Cooking with Stove Mac. Give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Until next time, cheers.